Good morning, friends. Right now, we are going to start our first project of the year, and we're going to start with an artist. His name is Jasper Johns. Jasper Johns, first off, I love the name. It kind of rhymes and everything. Jasper Johns did these paintings of symbols, things we all recognize and know. We all know what this is? That's the American flag. But he did a painting of it, and it's all textured and lumpy paint, but we all know the American flag. He also did, I love this one, he did a bullseye, red, yellow, and I know it looks black on camera, but this is actually a dark, dark blue. And then we have here, can you tell what those are? They're numbers. And again, we've got red, yellow, blue, even some white. This is one of my favorites. He did all the colors, but he wrote different names on top of them. Like this is yellow, but it says white. He's just messing with your head. I love it. So he did all these swooshy, thick, chunky paintings using primary colors. Primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. He would add sometimes black and white, but it's really just red, yellow, and blue. Where those colors mix, sometimes you will get a green or a purple, orange. Those are secondaries, but he always painted with primary colors. We are going to be doing a series of works like Jasper Johns through our whole building. Each grade is going to have a different symbol that has to do with our country, our culture, basic, easy shapes that we're going to paint or color with colored pencils, crayons, or if you're doing this at home, watercolors or tempera paints. If we're in class, I'm not sure yet if we're going to be using paints. I think we're going to stick with the crayons and colored pencils for now, because your classroom teachers don't like when I make a mess in their room. They kind of freak out. So we're going to stick with our primary colors. You're going to need red, yellow, and blue. That's it. No other colors. I know you've got a whole pack of great looking colors. You only need 3, red, yellow, and blue. So we're going to pause for a second while you get your materials. You're going to need your handout. You're going to have to print the paper if you're home. If you're in school, I will give you the paper that we're going to use, or it may already be in your art folder. Remember this thing? Okay, so we are going to be, I'm trying to get all your papers in there ready to go so we don't have to hand things out every week. Get your stuff ready, red, yellow, and blue. You could even do both. Red, yellow, blue marker crayons, red, yellow, and blue colored pencils. Why not? Try it. You never know. Okay, 3rd grade. You're up for a new challenge. If you remember, in kindergarten, they did a flag for Jasper Johns. 1st grade, you did letters. 2nd grade, you did numbers. 3rd grade, we're jumping ship here. We're going to do your state. Now, last year, in the past, each person in class got a different state, and we make it huge and big and paint it and do a whole bulletin board. Since we can't have our papers touching each other anymore, I figured, you know what? We're going to stick with our state. So you're going to get a handout with New York, or you're going to have to download the paper and print it if you are virtual and at home. So this is New York State. We are going to color this with, if we're in school, we're using crayons or colored pencils. red, yellow, and blue only. If you are home and you have paints, tempera paints, watercolors, on this kind of paper, watercolors really stink, I gotta tell you. It goes right through and makes a mess. So stick with, believe it or not, crayon works really cool. Or you could even go with oil pastels if you have those. But we're gonna do our primary colors just like Jasper Johns, okay? And his symbolism, we're sticking with New York because we're New Yorkers. Red, yellow, and blue, and we are going to color the state. This star, what does that symbolize? Anybody know? You're right. It symbolizes Albany. Albany is the state capital of New York. And this funny looking little fish over here, that is Long Island. We are way over here near that squiggly line. We're far, 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 far away from the rest of this. But we're going to color the whole state anyway, because they get a little credit for it. All right, so we're using red, yellow, and blue. We're going to color inside and outside, somewhere around here. You know what? There's a nice big empty space up here. Please write your name, grade, and room number. You're going to take a picture of your paper, and you are going to email it to christine.shea@riverhead.net. Or if we ever get the Google Classrooms and Seesaws and all that, these will all be available there, and you can upload it directly onto the site. Until then, you can just print and or get a copy and make your own and email it. This way you get credit for the assignment that was given to you, and you get credit for attendance and all that happy stuff. And it's kind of fun. It's not a bad thing. All right, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day at school, whether here or home.